Right now, the sentencing of former Cuyahoga County Commissioner Jimmy Dimora is underway. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Leon Bibb. It's been 5 months since a federal jury found him guilty on 33 counts of bribery and racketeering. We have an entire crew inside and outside the courtroom there in Akron. News Channel 5 Chief Investigator Ron Regan has been following the corruption case probe since it broke months ago, years ago. Ron joins us now outside the courtroom. Ron, you don't expect this to wrap up for another couple of hours or so, this sentencing phase?
Well, you're exactly right, Leon. I just left upstairs, and while they are close to a break for lunch, this has been a very tedious morning. Let me set you up with what's happened, and we'll begin at about 9 o'clock this morning with the Dimora family arriving here at the federal courthouse. Mrs. Dimora came in with their 2 sons and their daughter. They had nothing to say to news media as they walked down the sidewalk here outside the federal courthouse and into the building itself, and then onward up to the 5th floor. Now, when they got inside at 9:30, the hearing began promptly. Mr. Dimora arrived about 8 o'clock in a wheelchair. He is dressed in an orange prison jumpsuit. He did not change into any kind of suit or tie. He does appear thinner in the face. His hair appears shorter than we're used to seeing it. And since 9:30, what has been happening upstairs is that they've been arguing over the value of the bribes and how much Jimmy Dimora actually owes the government in return for his crimes. And very briefly, Leon, they've agreed on this, that half the value of his home is going to have to be forfeited. That's about $200,000, and about $122,000 in his state pension. But right now, they're just going over nickels and dimes of how much the bribes actually cost, all the way down to perhaps how much a plumber fixture cost inside the home of the Dimoras that was fixed. So it's a very laborious process. And then this afternoon, we expect Jimmy Dimora to stand in court and address the court itself on his own behalf. We'll have all that for you live on News Channel 5, on newsnet5.com, and on our live Twitter feeds and Facebook as well. Reporting live from the federal courthouse in Akron, I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.
Ron, before you get away, let me ask you, the government has asked for at least 22 years. What is the sense that Judge Leoy is going to find for a sentence?
Well, some of that argument is what's going on as well today, and both sides are going to argue that figure north and south of that. The Dimora's lawyers say the figure that the years in prison should be well short of 22 years. I think there is among legal observers the sense that he will certainly receive 22 years and maybe as much as 26 years, Leon.
Well, we continue to follow the story, and we will break in, of course. If anything happens between now and then, of course, you will let us know.
Absolutely.
Many thanks, Ron Regan, handling the story of Jimmy Dimora's sentencing, which is going on in the Akron Federal Court. Chief Investigator Ron Regan handling the story. He has covered the corruption probe since its beginning, and Ron has been live at the Akron Federal Courthouse all morning long. We have a team of reporters and producers as well. They're covering Jimmy Dimora's sentencing, the many aspects of this case. You can follow us on air and online at newsnet5.com and on Facebook and Twitter as well. We also have been streaming the events from the courthouse in Akron on the web and on mobile devices.